how do you get the downfield passing attack going? And it certainly seems, just in listening to Joe Flacco yesterday, he's very cognizant of not turning the ball over because of how dominant this defense can be.
Yeah, you can't, like, the thing you can't do is just be like, we have to find downfield throws. I think you go into any given week with some plays designed conceptually versus specific tendency-based defenses that a team will play, and you try to find some of those situations to call things you feel good about downfield, and then obviously giving him, the quarterback, some options within organic 3 and 5 step drops where you have a route that takes the lid off the defense that you can try to get to, right? So some of it is they're not pushing guys downfield and finding those connections. There was a Cedric Tillman last week that could have been a big 30-yard gain up the right sideline, but he sort of pushed off and got the OPI call, right? There's a couple shot plays to Jerry Jeudy the week before that just missed. Even the one before half was conceptually fine. They just didn't execute in the way I think that you're supposed to execute. So I'll just say, like, they're on the cusp of finding some of these, and I think they've been calling some designs that they hope get to that, but ultimately they just have not been able to connect on them. And I think in my opinion, it's a need to run it a little bit better to keep defenses from crowding the box, but not just crowding the box, but making them creep forward after the snap. That's how you get some space in the second and third levels, is by guys playing a little bit more forward than they traditionally like to, which makes them, hey, we got to stop the run, right? You get to some of that stuff. So I think it's a little bit of that, and also simultaneously just being more consistent in protection. But as we know, the tackle spot leaves a lot to be desired there. So I think you're looking at, if they're making some schemed up throws downfield, it's probably with max protection, a couple tight ends on the field, and they're trying to spring a couple wide receivers downfield. It's an emphasis, guys, but I don't think you just don't get there by hoping, that something's going to come together and like drawing up. We got to push the ball in the air 8 times downfield in this game to win. No, I mean, you have them in your pocket, things you feel good about, but you don't force that issue if it's not going to be there. And I think Joe's talking to that, right? Like, everybody wants to push the ball vertical and make splash plays, but if a defense is boxing you in a way, 2 high safeties preventing that stuff from happening, you can't force the issue and turn it over downfield. So they're trying to navigate a little of best time. And I will tell you, they've had a couple of times with opportunities that they just haven't executed well enough up front to give the quarterback a chance to get to it.